Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Skyline Park in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school JV boys soccer contest between the visiting Eagles of Boston College High School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. And hello to anyone tuning in after finishing up watching our varsity live stream between these two teams. The varsity teams finished on a scoreless tie. We'll see what the JV squads have in store for us as we're about ready to get this one started. Here we go in the first half. Brookline with the opening possession. They slide it to the back line and quickly kick it upfield to number 19, Augie McGushin. McGushin finds an opening. McGushin off to the races early as he passes one way out to the side, and a quick pass to the middle back to McGushin. McGushin trying to slip one through, and an offside's called. He had some good passes going there with number 17, Niall Finnan, but just jumped a bit too early. So it'll be a free kick for BC High. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the BC High roster, so I'll just be narrating their players by jersey number. But we do have Brookline's roster, so we'll follow along with that as we go. Free kick from 4, flies up 17, racing down into the corner, trying to cut back, trying to send a pass through, misses a lot of different players, and now deflected back, corralled by Brookline by number 8, Nicholas Blaney. Blaney sends a pass up to McGushin. McGushin looking around, sending one forward. It's a race to the ball, and it's going to be scooped up by the keeper. Number 11, Mason Ford, was trying to race after that one, but too far out in front of him. Throw from the goalie is headed back by number 32, Max Montgomery. Now heading down the far side with it is Finnan. His kick deflects off of number 9, out of bounds. That'll be an early goal kick for the Warriors. Just a note, folks, I've been saying it for all my streams the past couple of days. I'm working with a different mic today than usual, so let me know if there's any problems with the sound quality. It's been working well so far, but if you notice any problems, don't hesitate to speak up. Finnan going to send in the corner kick himself, comes in low, knocked away by number 4. Ball's going back, and it's going to stay Brookline ball as either boxed out or got the favorable deflection there. My view can sometimes be blocked by fans on the different sides, but with this sky-high tripod the soccer program has generously allowed me to use for games here at Skyline, you guys should have a pretty good view watching at home. This ball deflects around, is cleared out by BC High's number 8. Now recovered by 26. Pass back 17 sending it through, looking for 6. It's a race back to the ball. The goalie is going to come out and take it. Not entirely sure who the keeper is for Brookline this half. Might be Paul Costanaut. Ball's bouncing through, kicked away by number 4. If anyone in the live chat recognizes the look of the goalie and wants to let me know in the live chat, that'd be cool. There's no visible clock here at Skyline Park, so no way of knowing when the first half will be up. We still got plenty of time as we've just started, but when it starts getting closer to halftime, it'll be a little more frustrating that we won't be able to know. BC High loses control of that one in our camera's blind spot. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. Montgomery throws it in. Deflects off the head of Ford. Chasing it down is McGushin. McGushin's kick deflects off of 4. Out of bounds. Corner kick coming up for the Warriors. They go for a short pass this time. Blaney tried to give it back to Finnan, but miscommunication about who was supposed to be where on that one to BC High. Throw in back to number 30. Number 30 boots it across midfield, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. It's going to stay BC High ball. 17 getting ready to throw this one in. This one off ahead and off the foot of Montgomery, out of bounds. Throw in, 6, and booted away quickly by number 25, Harrison Platt. Ball's bouncing upfield, 4, since it's straight up in the air, off ahead, booted forward by Theo Hibbard, knocked back by number 4. Deflecting around, Blaney boxes out and takes control. Pass over to Hibbard. Hibbard passes back to number 14, Hunter Barden. Barden kicks it upfield, knocked away by 4, but goes right back to a Brookline player, sent forward, and it's going to be taken off one hop by the Eagles keeper. This one rolled up, kicked away, hustling back for that one, number 2, Max Kagan. 26 up to 17, 17's kick. Upfield, chased back by Platt, sent back to the goalie, up to Hibbard to the outside, kept in just barely by Finnan. As it deflects back to Finnan. That one bounced out of bounds and came dangerously close to hitting my equipment, but you know, after adding a couple of gray hairs to my head, I think everything's okay. Throw in from Montgomery. Off ahead. Deflects back. Montgomery boots it upfield. Chasing after it is Ford. Battling with 30 for the ball. Getting very physical about it. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick. This kick, taken by 17, gets around a defender and kicks one forward. A race to the ball. It's going to be too far, an easy pickup for the goalie. This punt a little short, but kicked forward by Hibbard. Gets up to McGushin. McGushin, pass over. An extra pass from Blaney, gets to Ford. Ford fires a shot, but it's blocked and slowed to a roll, and an easy pickup for the goalie. Punts this one to midfield, deflects over to Hibbard. Hibbard sends it forward looking for Finnan. Defended physically. McGushin manages to recover it, sends it back. Platt going to chase it down. Platt taps to the outside to Montgomery, up to McGushin. McGushin sends it forward, finds Ford. Ford manages to fit a pass through to Blaney, but a little too far away from him, booted away by 21. Off the head of Barden, headed back the other way. A couple players chasing for it. Number 31 for BC High, and for Brookline, number 13, Jonathan Traub. Deflects out of bounds, and it will be Eagles ball. This one deflects away. And that one rolls out. Throw in up the line. Deflecting around, 15 kicks it forward. 6 kicks it up in the air, deflects towards the net, but an easy pickup for the Brookline netminder. Punts this one. Bouncing along off the head of 8. Downed and kicked forward. Brookline trying to get control of it, and McGushin has it, fights through a defender, gets a pass up, gets it to Finnan. Oh, just a little out of his reach, and it will be BC high ball. And a helpful viewer in the live chat, Eileen Wechter, letting me know that it's Malcolm Arnold taking the spot in net for Brookline here in the first half. And the Eagles player steps over the sideline when trying to throw that one in. That's a throw-in violation, gives it right back to Brookline. This throw-in off ahead, downed, cleared out by number 9. Rolls out of bounds, Brookline ball. Montgomery, throw in. Deflected around. And being chased after. Ford managed to get a foot on it, but not enough. And it's going to be an easy pickup for the goalie, but early for the Warriors. Off this deflection, Finnan gets a foot on it. Headed away by 30. 26 tries to kick it. Finnan continuing to apply pressure. He heads it back to Montgomery. Montgomery's pass deflects off of 6, out of bounds. You notice we got a bit of a blind spot with this high-rise tripod here on the near side around midfield. As this one deflects around, Ford gonna hold off Mason Ford there and let the goalie pick that one up. Blind spot at midfield, still easier to work with than the blind spots I might have in the corners if I were using my normal height tripod here at Skyline, where there's no bleachers, and so fans just trying to step forward to get a better view can sometimes end up blocking the camera. Not like they're trying to, but with this sky-high tripod, they can't block it at all. So, works out. Got various subs checking in here as we await the throw. In for Brookline. Bouncing around, it's kicked out. Among the subs for Brookline, I see number 3, Yuki Shimane, and number 16, who I'm going to need a little help with because there's not a 16 listed on the JV roster I was given. This sometimes happens. Guys end up with different jersey numbers, or, you know, sometimes guys get promoted from the freshman team. Could be anything, but I'll just be narrating him as number 16 unless someone in the live chat can help me out. Throw in, off ahead. Chasing back for it, number 5, Peter McGrath Sheldrick. Up in the air, downed there. 17 with the ball. Sends it upfield to 6, blocked by Platt. Montgomery taps it along. 26 taps it back for 9, blocked there, and a big rush chance for Brookline. And it deflects back, and a shot missed wide. A huge opportunity for number 4, Dylan Hibbard, as he was rushing up with number 36, who is also not listed here on the JV roster that I was given. So again, if anyone in the live chat is able to help me out with some of these numbers, would be much appreciated. Big rush for Brookline there, but just came off the foot of Dylan Hibbard going the wrong way. This one booted towards midfield, off ahead, booted the other way by Platt. Off a couple of heads. Deflects forward. Tapped up. 16 given chase. Knocked away. McGrath. Dylan Hibbard with a chance for a crosser. Lifts it in. Too high, but crashing from the other side. Shimane couldn't get there, but the defense forced to knock it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for Brookline. Set to send in the kick is number 6, Maxwell Yoder. Yoder's kick flies in. That one deflects wide of the net. I think it went off the foot of 36. No score here in the first half. Brookline generating the better scoring chances so far. But still, neither goalie has truly been tested yet. Taking this ball across midfield, sending it forward. 6, down into the corner. Stopped by Platt. Montgomery kicks it. Who touched it last? And it'll be Brookline ball. This throw-in deflects towards the middle, booted away by Platt. Platt's kick knocked back by 30, up to 9, pass to 26, knocked loose by 16. It's going to be BC high ball. Throw-in. Deflects towards the middle, 16, taking it for Brookline, a pass to the outside, but it's taken back by BC High as they now lose it out of bounds, Brookline ball. Throw in from Montgomery, headed away, sliced out of bounds by McGrath-Sheldrick, and it'll be Eagles ball. Some subs coming in for BC High here. .22 throws this one in. It's deflected out. Stays Eagles ball. This throw-in deflects down, booted away. And it's taken away by 4. Long shot just high. Definitely one of the biggest scoring chances so far today. But so far for each team, their biggest chance has missed the net. Goal kick from Platt. Headed away. Ball is downed, pushed forward, but Platt comes out to push back. Knocked back the other way by the Eagles. Down the far side, headed away, and tapped forward. Tapped back and forth, a pass towards the middle, booted away again, it's Platt. Off the head of 30. And taking it, Dylan Hibbard, trying to send one forward too far for 36. And it's an easy pickup for the Eagles keeper. Boots it, knocked back. Platt up to Dylan Hibbard. Hibbard to the outside for Montgomery. Montgomery keeps it in bounds. Boots it forward to 16. 16 taps back, McGrath-Sheldrick. Lifts one out to the far side looking for Shimane. And he can't keep it in. Throw in. Deflects, pass back. And now it goes over to McGrath-Sheldrick from, I believe, Barden. Now a couple passes. Montgomery up to McGrath-Sheldrick. Deflected by 24. Recovered by Montgomery. Montgomery passes up to Yoder. Yoder's pass knocked away by 30. Up to 24. To the middle to 8. Yoder knocks it loose. Slid from 16 over to McGrath-Sheldrick. McGrath-Sheldrick. A pass to the outside. Cutting towards the middle, knocked away. Yoder recovers. Yoder looking around. Pass back. Platt trying to bring it up, but the striker comes back to steal it away. And now BC High trying to operate on the counter as they send a pass up. Well blocked there. Good defense from Barden, but now a breakthrough chance, and Arnold comes way out of the box to kick that one away and stop what could have been a breakaway chance. This one taken by 25. Pass around the triangle, gets to 24. 24 trying to send one through, too far, and an easy pickup for Arnold. This one punted up in the air. Downed by 25 over to McGrath-Sheldrick. Sends it up through 36 over to Hibbard. Hibbard sends it across. 16 on the rush. Knocked away by 4. The attempted clear. Yoder almost had it. Now kicked away. The Eagles trying to move it. Blocked there, and a foul going to be called as number 29 knocked over Brookline's Jonathan Traub. Free kick from Barden flies into the box. Off the head of, I think, 36, bounces out of bounds. Once again, fans, if you know who either number 16 or number 36 is for Brookline, or any other numbers at any point that I might not have on my roster, I encourage you to let me know who it is, either in the live chat or in an email. Or any fans standing around on the sideline that might know can come up and just tell me. Deflecting around off of the goal kick there. A pass to the middle, knocked away. Brookline with the ball now. This one kicked upfield. 36 bowls over his defender. Now taking off with speed, and his kick a little too slow. I heard him being referred to as Teddy. Not seeing a Teddy on this roster that I have, as that one's going to be offsides against BC High. Free kick for Brookline off the offsides call. Deflected away, headed down by Yoder. 17 takes it back. Attempted pass blocked there. 21 now boots it across midfield. Booted back by Brookline's number 22. Another one not on the JV roster I have. As 25 passes back. And that one's going to be lost out of bounds. It'll be Brookline ball. Montgomery throws it in. Along the sideline, 36 comes out with it. Pass Slid through from Yoder to McGrath-Sheldrick. McGrath-Sheldrick trying to fight through. McGrath-Sheldrick tries a shot and curves it wide there. Peter McGrath-Sheldrick had a good look at the net that time. Ted Enos is 36. Thank you, Timothy Enos. If I'm flipping that pronunciation, please let me know, because I'm always happy to know more about these guys. They actually say that shot from McGrath-Sheldrick was deflected, and so it's a corner kick chance for the Warriors here. This kick comes in low, off ahead. Dylan Hibbard heads it towards the box. Headed away. Taken by 7 upfield. Hunter Barden going to knock it out, and it will be a BC High throw-in. More subs checking in for Brookline. I see number 1, David Vexler. Number 27, Adi Shellot. Number 28, Emmanuel Riviello. And probably some others we'll pick up as we go. This one bouncing along, and it's going to be booted away by Brookline. As this one tapped forward by Riviello. Brookline trying to keep control of it as McGrath-Sheldrick recovers this ball around midfield. Pass upfield, finds Shellot. Shellot sends it up to McGrath-Sheldrick, further forward to Vexler. Vexler tries the crosser kick. Was it blocked, or is it simply going to be a goal kick? Looks like it's simply going to be a goal kick. This one booted, headed by Montgomery, and Shellot could not keep that one in bounds. And that one deflected by 22, recovered by Brookline, pass back to 22, pass across. Barden barely keeps control of that one and kicks it upfield. Knocked right back by 21 to 17. 17, a pass across to 24. 24 boots it upfield. It's a chase for it, and it's going to be knocked out by the Brookline defense. Eagles ball. Throw in. Booted up in the air by 19. And good box out job by Brookline to simply let that bounce out and be a goal kick. This goal kick taken by Barden. Upfield. Corralled by number 21, Zach Bittner. Bittner's pass knocked away by 22, recovered by McGrath-Sheldrick. Pass back Montgomery, boots it upfield. It's staying in for now, and it's blocked by the defense. Shellot tried to play aggressively to keep it in, could not keep it in bounds, but it went out before he touched it, so it will still be Brookline ball. Montgomery setting up for the throw-in, taking some big steps back so we can put some power into this throw. Oh, but there was a timeout called to adjust something on the equipment. So it looks like we're going to try that throw-in again. Montgomery throws this one, goes off ahead and out of bounds. No chance on that. This one Booted upfield off the head of Traub. Chasing after it, Riviello, but no room. It goes out of bounds. Throw in to 11. 11 pass to the middle to 24. 24 trying to send one through for 12, and offsides called. Was a step ahead of Montgomery before the ball got there. Montgomery setting up for the free kick. Boots this one. Bouncing. Almost corralled by Yoder, but knocked free. And cannot be kept in bounds by Riviello. Goal kick for the Eagles. No score between Brookline and BC High here in the first half at Skyline Park. Swan booted up. Deflects. And it's going to go out of bounds. That one's going to deflect out off of Brookline, and it's going to be a corner kick. Could potentially be a big chance for the Eagles here. We'll see what they're able to do. They send this one in high, too high, over everybody. 11 tries a kick, and it deflects off a Brookline player, and that's going to be another corner for the Eagles. Kick flies in. Deflects back to 24. He tries a kick well wide. And it's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. More subs coming in. For Brookline, we see number 15, Alejandro Marrero, among the subs. I think I see Nicholas Blaney back in the game. Barden with the goal kick. Deflects off of Bittner. Tapped back by Shalott. Booted upfield by Theo Hibbard back in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds, BC High ball. Throw in off the head of 14. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. Marrero throws to Bittner, back to Marrero. Marrero dribbles back. Opts to pass it way back to Arnold. Arnold back to Marrero. Marrero pass misses Hibbard. Taken instead by Blaney. Blaney's pass back to Marrero. Tried a touch pass. Came off his foot at the wrong angle, out of bounds, Eagles ball. Throw in. This one deflects forward, big chance for 17, and didn't have a good angle there as his shot flies way over the bar. And I couldn't tell, but there might have been a whistle even before he got the shot off. And indeed, I think they called 17 offsides on that play. Number 22 setting up to take this free kick for Brookline. Sends it up the middle. Vexler got a foot on it. Now it's recovered by Bittner. Bittner tries to send it forward, blocked by 21. Recovered for Brookline by, I think, Traub, a couple of passes. And now Barden sends it upfield, booted up in the air by the defense. And that's going to go out the back. And that should be a Brookline corner. And it looks like it's Blaney taking the corner kick for Brookline in this situation. This one comes in a little low and somehow threads the needle through every possible player that could have touched it. And Shalott can't keep it in bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for BC High as it's booted up, but then booted right back by 22. Hard ricochet off a couple players there, out of bounds. And it's going to be Brookline ball. Subs checking in for Brookline, their original front line of Ford, McGushin, and Finnan back in the game. Throw in from Marrero off the head of 22. 24 boots it upfield. Couple deflections, and it's going to be booted straight up in the air there by Traub, and then knocked back and out of bounds by 22. Brookline ball. Throw in from Marrero. Marrero recovers it off the ricochet. Pressure on his back. He passes back, and that kick just missed. Flies immediately out of bounds. Throw in, downed. Marrero fights through it. Pass stolen away, 22, kick towards the middle, kind of dangerous, but Arnold following it well to get his hands on the ball. Rolls it up to Blaney. Blaney taps it to the outside for Traub. Traub moving with it, he's stopped. Cuts back, passes back. Barden boots it upfield. It's a race for the ball, and it's going to be recovered there. Pass back to Ford. Ford trying to break through, kicked out by the defense by number 21. Was trying to get that one to the outside to Max Kagan, looked like. Just a bit too tight of space. Throw in for Brookline. They go to Ford, tap back out, kicked towards the net, but nothing really there. Easy pickup for the goalie. Swan upfield. Deflected to the outside. Traub takes it and just puts it out of bounds. Just allowing Brookline to get some defensive reinforcements back and not doing anything too risky with the ball to risk a turnover in his own end. They try to fit a pass through. It's blocked and cleared out, I believe, by Barden. Gets up to Ford. Ford dribbling with it. Passes to the outside. Finnan. Finnan looking to lead for Ford. Ford chasing it down on the right side. Ford could not get around 30. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Brookline ball. Marrero throws it to Hibbard, but it's poked loose by 24. 24 sends it back to 19. 19 cut off by 22. Finnan tried to keep that in bounds, but no dice. Eagles ball. 12 going for a quick throw in, booted out of bounds by 22. Throw in goes to 19. Popped up in the air, goes off the head of Marrero. This one booted up, downed by Ford, goes back to Blaney. Blaney kicks it upfield. Couple deflections. Goes over the head of the defense. 12 trying to push it forward, no dice. 19 trying to push it through, too far forward. Easy pickup for Malcolm Arnold. Arnold's punt knocked down by 14. Deflected to the outside. Traub covering it. Traub comes away with it. Gives it to Blaney. Blaney moving down the far side, sending one upfield, looking for Kagan. Kagan couldn't get there, and as it is, that's halftime. No score at the half between Brookline and BC High. As we move to our halftime break, I would like to direct your attention to some helpful links in the description section of this video down below. First, there is a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club. The Friends of BHS Soccer supports all 6 Brookline High soccer programs, boys and girls, varsity, JV, and freshmen. So be sure to check that out if you feel like supporting the Brookline High soccer program monetarily. Below that, you can find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community. Among the Foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Your help is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And again, all that information in the description section down below. But for now, I'm going to take a break, mute the mic, and run a YouTube ad break. But I will be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Skyline Park in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second half of this high school JV boys soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the BC High Eagles. No score through the first half. We already saw one scoreless tie today from these two schools as the varsity teams faced off before this game, so we'll see if we can see any scores here today between these two games. It's all going to be up to this second half. No particular standout defensive plays in that first half, but the closest offensive chances from both sides just ended up missing the net entirely. The two teams switch directions, and it'll be BC High with the opening possession. As we get ready to get this one underway. Number 6 sends it back to number 8, and here we go in the second half. Pass out to the far side to, I think, 9. Pass back to 30. Tapped across to 4, who boots it away to keep it away from the pressure from Max Kagan. Sent across midfield, 6 battling for it, but it's taken away by Harrison Platt. Kept in bounds. BC High tries another pass, booted away by Nicholas Blaney. A race to the ball, and the BC High keeper is going to race to the edge of the box to get that one. This one deflects. Kicked away by Jonathan Traub. Deflects upfield. A pass from Peter McGrath-Sheldrick goes to Blaney. Blaney passes up to Kagan. Kagan cutting towards the middle. Continuing to cut towards the middle. Looking around. Pass back, looking. McGrath-Sheldrick gives back to Blaney. Blaney couldn't get past the defender. McGrath-Sheldrick tries a shot, and it's picked up by the goalie. We got some more helpful notes in my email this time, letting me know that number 16 for Brookline, who we saw in the first half but I didn't have a name for, is number 16, Orson Leong. I remember seeing him on the JV squad last year, so happy to see his name again. Thanks for helping to fill in the blanks, folks. Been some very helpful fans in the live chat and in the email today. As that one lost out of bounds, and a fan almost losing his hat as that one came screaming by his head, but thankfully everyone is okay, including both the fan and his hat. Throw in from Traub to Augie McGushin. Stolen away by 8, but McGushin takes it right back. A pass back to Hunter Barden. Barden kicks it up the field looking for Kagan. Kagan trying to race after it. Deflects forward. Kagan stays after it. Not much of an angle. He has to pass it back. McGrath-Sheldrick turning around, trying to tap one through. Almost got through to McGushin, but just too much traffic there. Cleared out by the Eagles. Platt heads it forward, but it's recovered by the Eagles. This one goes off Platt's head, off of 6's head to the outside. Passed up. Knocked away. 31 passes it back, and it's going to be a foul there on Brookline. And it'll be a free kick for BC High. This one flying in, goes off a head, off another head, deflecting back and forth. And we got a foul call. Appears to be against BC High as things were getting physical for that loose ball. And they're going to have the goalie, who I assume is still Malcolm Arnold, but if anyone notices any changes, let me know. This kick deflected down. Blaney, he tapped up in the air by Ted Enos. And swooping in to steal that ball is McGushin. His kick forward sliced off his foot, and it's an easy pickup for the BC High netminder. Punts this ball, downed by Montgomery. McGrath-Sheldrick takes this one, pass is blocked. This one kicked back by Platt, taken by 4. 4's pass up to 26, kicked up the line. A race to the ball now. And a great box-out job by the Brookline captain, Jonathan Traub, to let that one roll out the back line and simply be a goal kick. Fans, I know the Wi-Fi has been a little choppy today, but fret not. I am recording this at the same time I'm live streaming it, and I will be able to send a fully recorded version of this broadcast with no choppy video on this channel later tonight. In the meantime, the audio should still come through fine for following the action live here. 4 kicks this one away off the head of Traub, off the foot of Kagan. 26 takes it for the Eagles. Pass forward, looking for 6. 6 tangled up with Barden. Ball's lost out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. Bit of a false start on that throw-in, I think. Thrown in, deflects off the foot of McGrath-Sheldrick, corralled by Platt, past the outside, intercepted by 3. Goes back to 26, he floats one up in the air, headed away by Max Montgomery. 27's kick, headed away by Platt. Now recovered by the Eagles, and a slide tackle from Montgomery knocks it out of bounds, but it's going to be out the back line. That'll be a corner kick for BC High. Number 8 for the Eagles, lining up to send in this corner. Flies in, deflects straight up in the air. Bouncing around, it's kicked away by Traub, headed away by 30. That was almost a very close head-to-head collision there. Both players are lucky they're okay. Blaney's pass blocked by 26, and 26 takes it away. A big chance here, but his pass is blocked by Barden. Deflects back to 15, whose pass is booted away by Montgomery. Again, that's going to bounce out of bounds, but BC High starting to put on a higher level of pressure here early in the second half. As this one lost out of bounds again, it will stay with the Eagles. Throw in, deflecting around, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Brookline. Arnold boots this goal kick across midfield. Kicked back and forth, up in the air, off the head of 4, but downed and taken by Brookline. A pass up looking for Enos. Enos couldn't fight through there. It's knocked away. Oh, a big breakaway chance for 6. Arnold's coming way out of the box. Couldn't use his hands, so he has to get his boot on that one and just launch it out of bounds. But a heads-up play there from the Brookline netminder. Throw in towards the middle. It's 8 passing it to the outside, deflects out, and it will stay with the Eagles. Throw in, headed away by Platt. A collision near the ball. 15 stays on top of it. Pass forward, knocked away by Montgomery. Going upfield, deflects over to 27. His pass, though, errant. It's stolen by Dylan Hibbard. Pass to the outside, a bit far. Kagan putting on the Jets, but could not get there in time to keep it in bounds. It was a good idea there, just a bit too much on that pass. It's got to be so tough for JV players because they're so used to playing on grass fields for a lot of their games. But to some degree, you've got to get them used to turf because for those that make the varsity team next year, they're going to be playing on pretty much nothing but turf. Throw in, kicked away. Battling for it in our camera's blind spot. Coming out with it is Traub. Traub, a pass towards the middle, finds Enos. Enos trying to cut around. Ball deflects back to Traub. Traub trying to take it to the outside. Stolen away by 26. 26's can't get a pass off. Now tries a pass up. Gets to 6, but 6 kicks it out of bounds. Brookline ball. Throw in goes back, deflects, Montgomery boots it forward. Taken by 4. Deflects up, Platt heads it forward, McGushin takes control of it. McGushin dribbling around, looking, now lifting it up for Hibbard, heads it into the box, and they have a foul call on BC High. Now the question is, was it inside the penalty box or just outside? Based on how they're lining up, I think it's just outside the penalty box, so it won't be a PK chance for Brookline, but they might be able to make something happen here. It's going to be tough, though. The wall of defenders is going to be right in front of you, and it'll be tough to sneak in a shot that goes over them and under the crossbar. Taking this kick will be Peter McGrath-Sheldrick for the Warriors. Will he go for a shot or a pass? Goes for a shot, and it's caught by the goalie. Peter McGrath-Sheldrick hit that one about as well as you could. That's, again, the problem when you're that close on a free kick. You can't put a lot of power and velocity into your shot because you have to be very careful about where you place it because it's such a tight window. Blaney, pass up to McGushin. McGushin just behind Enos with that pass, and it's cleared away. 31 controlling it on the far side for BC High. Stolen away by, I believe, McGrath-Sheldrick. Pass back Montgomery. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Brookline ball. Throw in. Blaney taps it along. Kicked away by the BC High defense. Deflects over to Barden. Barden sends the kick up to Kagan, but it's stolen away by 26. 26 pushing through, sends past the outside, but Traub speeds his way back to stop this advance. And finally things get too physical and they call a foul on Brookline there. Jonathan Traub was battling almost 1-on-3 there until Kagan got back to help. Free kick coming up for the Eagles. Number 4 launches it into the box. Off ahead, straight up in the air. Still bouncing. Headed away by Platt, 21. Try to get a foot on it. And it's going to fly out of bounds well wide of the net. A bunch of subs checking in on both sides. Among them for Brookline, Emmanuel Riviello, Mason Ford, Theo Hibbard, and I think I see number 7, Sebastian Mukabaya. This one kicked forward. Maybe a chance for Riviello. Cut off by the defender, and it's kicked out of bounds. Brookline quick to put on the pressure here. Throw in coming from Traub. Throws it in, finds his target, tapped back to Traub. Traub passes back again, passed back to Barden. Barden across the middle to Platt. Platt sends it forward, tapped back, Max Yoder. Yoder cutting towards the middle, pass up, Riviello. Riviello looking around, tried a back foot pass there, but intercept by 26. Oh, but an interception right back by Brookline. Oh, but BC High manages to take it away and clear it out. Brookline takes control of this one. Platt passes to the outside to Traub. Traub stops, looks, slides pass over to Theo Hibbard. Back to Platt. Platt up to Yoder. Yoder to the outside. Misses Montgomery, out of bounds, BC High ball. Throw in. Oh, this might be a chance. A rush for BC High. Platt disrupting. 10 sends a pass back, intercepted by Yoder. Now Brookline trying to move it upfield. Goes off the foot of Ford, kicked away by 21. 26, taking it out to the near side. Trying to keep control. Battling through multiple defenders, sending in a crosser. Yoder blocks that one there, and Ford comes back to get it. Passes it back to Arnold. Arnold boots it up in the air. Bouncing along. Whoa! Players go tumbling, and 21 kicks it away. 26 recovers this ball. His pass deflects to 25 with a chance. Oh, but Traub sneaks up behind him and takes that ball away. Kept in bounds there by Riviello. Gets the pass back to Hibbard. Kicked upfield. That one deflects around. 24 taking control of it for the Eagles. Trying to sneak a pass through. Good. Stop by Barden. Barden kicks it upfield. Off the head of 21. Off the head of Ford. Downed by number 4. 4 kicks it away. Off a couple deflections. Booted up in the air by Platt. Now controlled by Yoder. Tap out for Montgomery. Dribble too far in front of him, but Montgomery intercepts the pass right back. Sends it up the line. Stolen back by BC High. And that one's going to bounce out of bounds. Okay, Eileen again coming in clutch. Let me know that Paul Costanot is now the goalie for Brookline in the second half, as this ball is going to fly wide for Brookline. Thanks again, Eileen Wechter, for coming through clutch with the goalie identification. You know, in the event that the goalie has to make some crazy diving save, I want to be able to identify him properly. Four sends this one flying up, goes off the head of Traub, off the head of Hibbard, and that's going to bounce out of bounds and be BC High ball. 25 throws it in. He's looking for 10, a race back, and players go tumbling, and it's picked up by Costanot. BC High wanted a foul, but to be quite frank, from what I saw, it looked like 10 was actually the one that pulled down the Brookline defender there. So if there was going to be a foul call, it was going to be against the Eagles, at least from what I saw. But of course, it doesn't matter what I saw, and it doesn't matter what BC High saw. It just matters what the officials saw, because they're the ones making the calls, and you got to respect that. Going to be a goal kick for BC High here. Still no score here in the second half. Four's kick up the middle, off the foot of 14, stolen away by Brookline here. Running up with it, Hibbard with a shot and a slide to prevent the crash in from Mukabaya. Riviello sends a pass back, ball's still alive. Booted up in the air by 17. Taken by 31, a pass back to 9. 9 blocked. I think this is Finnan sending a pass through. Ford almost breaking through, but the ball just rolled too far away from him off that first touch. Stolen back, Brookline keeping up the offensive pressure. Weaving around, ball's knocked away by 14. 17 tries to clear, it's blocked. Now 24 with it. Sends it up the far side. Trying to fit through. BC High sends a kick forward. Taken off one hop by Costanot. Punted. Deflects back and forth. Hibbard sending it forward, too far forward for Riviello, an easy pickup for the goalie. Goalie punts this one. Flying upfield. Traub boxing the guy out, and again doing a textbook job of it as it bounces out of bounds. Meanwhile, Theo Hibbard replaces the shin guard that went flying when he attempted a shot earlier. Traub throw in, headed out immediately, stays Brookline ball. Throw in, Ford. Kept in by 25, but Ford takes it back. Pass back, Barden. Barden kicks it upfield. Riviello putting on the Jets, but it's into the box. The goalie can come out and take it. This one punted across midfield. Deflects around. Tapped upfield. Montgomery trying to send it back, deflecting back and forth. And 31 trying to stay in control. Taps a pass for 24. Defense crashes in, knocks it loose. Brookline now coming out with it. Hits a wall of defenders. It's taken back on that far side. A bit hard to see sometimes the jersey numbers through the sun, as we got what looks to be an offsides call against BC High. Oh no, it was actually out of bounds. So a throw in for Brookline, and that's going to go right back to the Eagles. Some more subs coming in for BC High. Throw in here, knocked out by Montgomery. Throw in. 24 trying to fit a pass through a tight space. And too tight. Rolls out the back line. Goal kick. Costanot, the goal kick. Cross midfield. Riviello taps it to the middle. Looking for Ford. Slide tackle by 30. Disrupts it. It's cleared out. Heading back the other way. Barden's going to get there first. Pass it back to Costanot. Boots it back across midfield. 21's pass blocked by Hibbard. Second attempt at a pass. Gets to 17. Knocked loose by Hibbard. Taps it back for Barden. Barden slices that one. Riviello sends back to the middle to Hibbard. Sends it forward. Ford. Up in the air. Yoder tries to corral it, but it's taken back by 24. 24's kick blocked. And almost a dangerous play there, but it's BC High taking control, kicking it upfield. Knocked the other way by Platt. Blinding sunlight out here at Skyline Park. Very hard to see that far side around midfield. Ball's bouncing around. Taken control of by Barden. Barden slips pass up to Ford, tapping it forward for Riviello. Riviello got a bit of a step, but running out of room, and it goes out the back line. Goal kick. Another flurry of subs coming in for Brookline as we are still scoreless here in the second half. Throw in goes, or the goal kick goes off ahead and out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with BC High. Throw in. Breaking free is BC High. They send in a crosser. Big chance blocked by Costonaut, and he just falls on it. Reaches out his hands to cover that one up. Paul Costonaut putting his body on the line for that stop there, and he makes it. Brookline's rush blocked, and now BC High on the counter, and a big dangerous chance here, and the ball got away from the offensive player, and it's cleared out by Platt. Chased down by Max Kagan, who keeps it in bounds, tries a give and go with Blaney, and Kagan racing up the sideline, but another defender there to stop him, but the clear is blocked, and battling for it, it's Blaney taking control, but they're going to call the foul on Orson Leong for pushing over 17. Oh, we got what appears to be an injured player down for Brookline. That looks to be number 14, Hunter Barden. Now, it is a hot, sunny day out here in Brookline. Even with us now turning to the month of October, we still got a day that's 80 degrees out today and very brightly sunny. So always a high chance that when a player goes down hurting, that they're just cramped from dehydration. Barden is walking off on his own power, and we certainly hope that it's nothing serious and that we will see him again. Brookline moving their players around after Barden comes out with the free kick. Deflecting around. 24 tried to take control, no dice. Dylan Hibbard going to clear that one out. Throw in up the far sideline, and bodies go flying, and that looks like it's going to be a foul against Alejandro Marrero. Dangerous chance here for the Eagles. Kick flies in too high, out of bounds goal kick. And that's what can be so tough mentally and emotionally about soccer sometimes is you get a chance, it feels like a really good one, and then it can vanish in a puff of smoke in a second. But you just have to keep plugging away and keep attacking. Costonaut boots this one. Deflects off the foot of Leong. Traub managed to get the favorable deflection there, and it'll be a Brookline throw-in. Throws it back to Platt. Platt kicks it upfield off the head of 4. Couple more deflections. 14 kicks it. Blocked by Platt. Blaney going to take it. Blaney sends a pass up. Blocked by 21, out of bounds. Brookline ball. What? Oh, they say it's BC High ball. Unsuspecting Brookline defense almost caught off guard there by which direction that was going. And now 6 with a rush. Pass to the middle. Oh, whiffed on the shot. 19 couldn't get his foot on it. BC High got a big chance there. Credit to them for striking when their opponent was confused by the call on the out of bounds. Generating a good chance there, just couldn't quite finish. Moving down the far side, a slide tackle proves clean there, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and I think it's going to be a corner kick for BC High. Or no, it is a goal kick. So good defensive efforts by Alejandro Marrero on the far side there to not only keep the ball away from the attacker, but also deflect it off of him to get the goal kick. Costanaut sends this one to midfield, bouncing along. Leong giving chase. Orson Leong booting it up in the air, too far, and an easy catch for the goalie. This one downed by Marrero. Marrero pass back, a pass forward, deflecting around. Leong pushes it forward and booted away as the goalie comes out for it. Swan deflecting around. Blaney fighting for it, takes control of it, dribbles up, pass. Leong trying to lift one forward. Enos, a chance, goes off the head of a defender and out of bounds. That should be a Brookline corner kick. And it will be. Things got a little crowded there with Enos and Kagan both crashing to the net for that ball. But instead, it's going to be a Brookline corner kick. This kick flies in high. Too far, deflects to the outside. Brookline keeping possession. A kick into the box. 22 at the ball, taps it back. McGrath-Sheldrick sends it forward. Almost a chance there, deflected out. 22 trying to keep it in play. Deflected away to the outside. Blaney sends a pass back. Gets to Kagan. Kagan through 22. Enos let it go and now chase it down as Brookline resets. From the back, it's Marrero passing it back. 22 up to McGrath-Sheldrick. Back to 22. Outside, Marrero. Up the line. Trying to lead. Enos trying to chase after it, as is Dylan Hibbard. Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay Brookline ball. Hibbard throws it in off the back of the foot of Blaney. Bouncing it through the box. A tap over to Marrero. Knocked away from him. He couldn't collect it fast enough. Traub now lifts one towards the net, and it's an easy catch for the goalie. Brookline seemed to be living in that opposing box there, but they just could not get their foot on the ball for a good shot. This one taken back by Marrero, tapped to McGrath-Sheldrick. Pass up, misses Blaney, taken by 4. 4 up to 24, across to 17. 17 sending one through, and racing up for it is 6, but racing out for it is Costanaut. That's going to bounce out of bounds, BC High ball. Another big flurry of substitutions coming in, as we're running low on time here in the second half. Again, no clock here at Skyline Park, so the only way we can know when the game is over is the triple whistle from the official. Throw in, off the head of Hibbard, off the head of 26. Traub doing his box out job again to get Brookline the throw in. Throw in. It was kept barely in bounds by Yoder there. But out of the scrum, 8 takes it away, sends one forward, looking for 6. Costanaut has to come out and kicks it away again. Costanaut hustling out of the box to help keep this scoreless tie alive. Oh, that one looks like it might have hurt, but they're all walking it off and continuing to play. 4 sends it up in the air, off the head of Barden, who's back in the game. He looks okay. That's good. Deflecting around. Kicked forward by Montgomery, but taken back by 26. Couple passes towards the middle, headed away by Barden again. Yoder with the ball. Taken away by 26. 12 trying to chase after it and lost out of bounds. He was kind of thrown off by Yuki Shimane coming into the play. Traub opts to throw it back to Barden. Barden kicks it across midfield, gets to McGushin. McGushin surrounded by white jerseys, but the ball is recovered by Shimane. Tries to fit a pass through, no space. Taken by 12 and knocked loose by Traub. McGushin again smothered by defenders, but gets a kick away. Knocked back by BC High. Couple deflections. They send a leading pass for 6. Offsides. The problem was 6, when he had the ball, he got a step past the defender, but lost the ball as it was knocked loose. So he's already a step past the defender when his teammate recovered the ball and sent that pass up. Free kick for Brookline. Costanaut. This one booted right back. Costanaut, a pass to Platt, but it's lost to 19. 19 recovers it off the ricochet. 19 trying to slip one through for 12, blocked by Jonathan Traub, following it all the way. That one deflects out of bounds, should be a Brookline goal kick. Another sub checking in for Brookline looks like Ted Enos replacing Augie McGushin. Kick from Costanaut. Deflects back, taken right back by BC High, but then stolen by Platt. Platt's pass too far for Theo Hibbard, but now a gimme for Mason Ford. Ford up and running with it. Pass can't get through to Enos, blocked by 21, who clears it away from Ford. This one kicked upfield, deflects, going the wrong way. Offsides on 6 again. BC High frustrated with the offsides calls, but, I mean, if you're already out in front of the defenders when the pass is coming, they're going to call that. Free kick coming from Costanaut. Flies towards the box, deflects down, and kicked up in the air by the BC High defense. And now BC High kicks it out of bounds, Brookline ball. Traub throws it to Ford, headed back to Traub. Traub trying to escape his man, get a pass through, does. A pass goes back now to Theo Hibbard. Hibbard breaking through. Hibbard's got a shot blocked off the back of number 4's foot. Shimane tries to deflect it back. Traub does come back for it, deflects it over to Yoder, trying to send it forward. Hibbard can't get there, deflects back, headed forward by Platt. Bouncing along off the head of 30. 26 trying to corral it, stolen away by Hibbard. Gives to Yoder. Yoder a kick. And oh, what a diving save by the goalie. And he dives and covers it up. Max Yoder almost snuck one past the goalie, going right to left with that shot. But he just barely reaches that one. And we remain scoreless. Off the head, 8 kicks it out to the far side, out of bounds. More substitutions. Only so much time left on the clock, and these two teams are still scoreless here at Skyline Park. Throw in, booted up in the air, headed down, kicked forward by Brookline, but kicked back by number 21. Costonaut going to let that come into the box so that he can pick it up. Kicks it, bouncing along, and booted up in the air again, off a couple of heads. 15 taps it to the outside. 26 fights through a defender, trying to fit a through pass to 6, not off sides, but racing back for it was Hunter Barden to stop that advance before it could start. Quick throw in, 29 lifts it into the box, and it's a can of corn for Paul Costonaut. This one punted, bouncing along off ahead. BC High moving with it. Pressure applied, and McGrath-Sheldrick takes it away. McGrath-Sheldrick sending it forward. Might be a little too far, but it might be a possibility for Finnan as Finnan gets bowled over by the defender, and he does not like no foul call on that one, but he's got to be careful. You don't want to be the one who ends up getting a whistle against him, as that's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. This one booted across midfield. Off ahead, tapped forward. They're looking for 6 again. 6 in a foot race with Platt. Sends a shot, and it's in. Number 6 for BC High. Sent it left to right, got it inside that right side post. Had just a fraction of a step on his defender to get his left foot on that ball, and the Eagles take the late 1-0 lead. Little bit of confusion, but a sub is coming in for BC High after the goal. So now the Eagles going to be playing hard defense here to try and maintain their lead, as we got a battle for the ball. Downed by Ford, kicked away by 15, right to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to cut around, send in a kick, and it's cleared away by 4. And there is the triple whistle. The stoppage time goal from number 6 gives BC High the win. The final score here at Skyline Park: the BC High Eagles 1, the Brookline High Warriors 0. A hard-fought game on both sides, but ultimately it's BC High that breaks the deadlock just before the final whistle. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I think this one, as of now, is my last JV boys soccer game on the schedule. I think there's one more I could be scheduled for if a parent wanted to book me for it on October 16th at Natick, since it'll be a back-to-back with the varsity team. But that's only if a parent decides to book me for it. Feel free to reach out if you're interested. But other than that, it's been a pleasure to get a chance to cover a couple of games for the JV boys soccer team this season. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember, if you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Wi-Fi was a bit fritzy today, so I'll be uploading a fully recorded version of this broadcast later tonight. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you to all those who were so helpful in the live chat here today, helping me identify some players that weren't clearly identified on the roster. If there's anything you'd like to say after the live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment below. You can also go down below to the description section of this video where you can find some helpful links. There's a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, which supports all 6 Brookline High soccer teams, boys and girls, varsity, JV, and freshmen. There's also a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. And there's also some links related to me that you can also see in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, if you would like to find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. And don't forget to follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, where I sometimes post highlights from previous live streams. And I also sometimes post highlights here on this channel. Just be on the lookout for those from time to time. But for this one, that's going to do it. BC High 1, Brookline 0. From Skyline Park in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.